Shalom, all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, Bashem Rakak. My name is Yakalba from Plaintables Camp in Philly. This is Israel being scattered amongst the nations, have mangled our seed amongst those nations, and we look like those nations. So the house of Israel, or any nation, their nationality is determined by their father. All right. When you read Romans 2:28, it tells you that you can't rely on the outward appearance to determine whether someone is of the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Romans 2:28, for he is not a Jew, which is one outwardly, neither is that circumcision, which is outward in the flesh, but he is a Jew, which is one inwardly, and circumcision is that of the heart and the spirit, and not in the letter, whose praise is not of man, but of the power. All right. So you can't see your spirit. All right. But you can see the flesh. So you can't just judge after the flesh. All right. When you look at says circumcision is outward. Neither is circumcision which is outward in the flesh. Man, you had Israelites that were uncircumcised, and circumcision were excluding the uncircumcision. All right, we look up outward. You got 53:18. You got fanidas, which means manifest, plainly apparent, known, recognized, known. You just click on any of the videos that were done on this channel. Just go to icon. All right, and you can see that's what the real Judah look like. All right, or Israel, or Israel as a whole, they look like similar to that. When you look, just go on the page and type in icon on this YouTube page. All right, or icons. All right, and we go to but he is a Jew, or he is an Israelite. Jew is short for Judah. All right, but he is a Jew, which is one inwardly. So G29:27. Yeah, kruptas. All right, hidden, secret, concealed, private, meaning you can't see the spirit. All right, the only way you can know what the spirit is by how and what the person speaks. All right, what the person speaks, kruptas, concealed. Right, but he is a Jew, which is one inwardly, and circumcision is that of the heart in the spirit. All right, because you had Israelites that were uncircumcised, that were raised up as Greeks and Romans, so they didn't understand the circumcision, right? And how important it was because it was a covenant between the Most High Yahweh and the children of Israel, and uncircumcision were raised without circumcision. All right, let's move on to how do you declare your nationality? You declare nationality based upon your father. It's Numbers 1 and 2. Take ye the sum of the children of take ye the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel after their families by the house of their fathers, with the number of their names, every male by their polls. All right, so they were counting Israel's warriors. So, in order to count them, you counted them by the father. All right, go to 18th verse. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of their names, from 20 years old to upward. All right, so pedigree means H3205. Yalad, which means bear, bring forth, to beget, to declare one's birth. So you declare your birth, your family line, by your father. You can go to what Genesis Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob by the father. So Israel was birthed by or through Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right, it's according to the seed. All right. Pedigrees. Now you look that up in the dictionary. All right. The record of ancestry, especially the upper class ancestry of a person or family, with pedigree equal to me. All right, so pedigree, ancestry, one's family or ethnic descent. All right. Blood it up so you can see it. Hope you can see that. All right. This is Romans 9 and 7. Neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children, but in Isaac shall thy seed be called. All right. See how it's always the father. All right. It declares the birth. That is, they which are the children of the flesh, these are not the children of Yahweh, but the children of the promise are counted for the seed. All right. G4690. That's sperma, from which plants germinate, kernel, and residual survivors, the seed. Okay, that's a good one. Semen and virile, strength. The male reproductive fluid, family, tribe, posterity, all future generation of peoples. All right, so that's sperma. The product of the semen, seed, children, offspring, progeny. Progeny, offspring. All right, got that. That is, they which are the children of the flesh, these are not the children of the power, but the children of the promise are counted for the seed. All right. It's what? The seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right. Not Esau, not Ishmael. These are some what we call biracial today people. Lady on the left, Lori Jones. Her father, I believe, is a Judite. Hope you can see that. All right. Look, straight up Edomite. Well, I can see a little bit of it in there, though. Father. But at first glance, most people would just consider her, a regular Caucasian person. All right. James Jones Sr. And I put Lolo. That's her father. I guess they used to be date before he got married to the other lady. All right. So she's biracial. Her father is Judah, from the tribe of Israel, so-called black man. All right, so that would make her an Israelite of the tribe of Judah. So I got more. That's her. Lolo Jones, Lori Jones' father. That's him. All right. Are Lolo Jones' parents still alive? Father James and Mother Lori. We got some father right there in the middle. We can see that. I believe that's Lori right here on the left, and I think that's the mom right there on the right. All right. Well, you declare your lineage by your father. Yeah, that's her. That's her. That's her. Look like her brother. Her brothers. So she got all brothers. All right. I guess Sophia Ritchie. All right, look at her. She's like a regular old Edomite woman. Hope you can see that. That's Nicole. I believe she was adopted, but that's Sophia. That's his actual biological daughter, the younger one right there. All right. And I believe I read Nicole was adopted. All right. And we got the Tate brothers. Tate brothers' father. You can see that. It's because of script blocking software. Okay, yep. I'm going to block the script. Alright, so let's say Pop. That's Andrew, and that's Tristan on the left. I believe the father's name is Emery. I don't know what baby that is. That's Emery Tate Chess Savant. He passed in 2015. Alright, that's his Pop. That's the Pop. Alright, Tate brother's father. Alright. And last we got Drake's father. You should already know that. His mother is a Little Hat. Remember, he did the music video in the synagogue. I think I had you take that. Yeah. Well, that's Drake Pop. All right, jazz musician, former. Well, I guess you never stopped being a musician, but yeah, jazz musician. As you can see. All right, so yeah, so it's not based upon how you look. So if he has a child with a pure Caucasian woman, the child's going to be even lighter. All right. Or he'll try to be at least look like Drake, you know. And if you keep doing it down the line, he'll get, more fair skin. And if anything goes, with Esau, if he does that way, he'll eventually get, dark. But the child will be the seed of the father, which will be Edomite. All right. So the curse was when we disobeyed Yahweh, his law, he's going to scatter us among the heathen. Well, I'll go to law first. Leviticus 26 and 33. It's the curses in Leviticus. Penalties of disobedience. But if you will not hearken unto me and will not do all these commandments, this is equivalent to Deuteronomy 28 chapter. We're going to go here very specific in 26 and 33. And I will scatter you among the heathen and will draw out a sword after you, and your land shall be desolate and your cities waste. All right. Ezekiel, and I will scatter thee among the heathen and disperse thee in the countries, and will consume thy filthiness out of thee. All right. That's the curse. And here's the blessing. He said, even though we were scattered amongst the heathen, he's going to pull us back from among the heathen. Psalms 106:47. Save us, O Yahweh, our God, and gather us from among the heathen, to give thanks unto thy holy name and to triumph in thy praise. Ezekiel 36. For I will take you from among the heathen and gather you out of all the countries, and I will bring you into your own land. All right. Ezekiel 37:21, and say to them, thus saith the Lord God, Lord Yahweh, Behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, whither they be gone, and will gather them on every side and bring them into their own land. There's plenty of scriptures where it talks about Yahweh gathering Israel. He's going to do that by the power of Yahweh Shai. He's going to dispatch Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, and put us back into the land of Israel. All right. Now, this has not happened yet. We have not been gathered together and put in the land of Israel. The elect are being currently gathered now through his word, but we physically have not been gathered from amongst all the countries and returned to the land of Israel yet. All right. Because in order for this to happen, Messiah has to come, Yahweh Shai. All right. And make a second appearance. All right. So if Yahweh Shai has not made his second appearance, we are not saved yet. All right. As it is written, the Lord will, let me just get the scripture. 11:11, Isaiah, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria. From Assyria and from Egypt and from Pathros and from Cush and from Elam and Shinar and from Hamath and from the islands of the sea. All right. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations and shall assemble the outcasts of the Israelites of Israel and gather them together and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. All right. So Israel is not gathered yet. We're only being gathered by the word now, but this is referring to Israel is going to be physically gathered from amongst all the nations of the earth. All right. So when we are gathered from those nations, we are going to look like those nations. All right. According to our father's line. All right. So I hope you were edified. Shalom to the next lesson.